In this video, I'll be talking about two of the most expensive CTM earphones. The DaVinci X is priced at around $2,400 and the DaVinci 9 or say IX is priced at $2,000. We'll be looking at its build quality, the accessories package and the sound quality. I do not have anything comparable to this. I've heard others, but I do not have anything even over $1,000. The best I have that is comparable to these two is the Eternal Melody EM5H. I'll be comparing it with the DaVinci series. Let's look into the box. The first thing that catches my eye is the balanced cable. It's a silver and copper hybrid cable. This is the carry case, pretty similar to what one can get with 64 audio cases. This is what the package will look like. Nothing in here. These are the accessories. 4 pair of single flange tips. 3 pair of single flange tips. 1 pair of double flange. Then there are 3 pair of foam tips. I don't know what type of foam tips. Let's see. Not too different from Comply. These are not Comply either. No, not Comply either. Similar to Comply. Let's put this aside. Let's look into the build quality of these earphones. Both these earphones have 2-pin interface. You guys can see. Let's see the nozzle. These guys are interchangeable nozzles, and I do not care about interchangeable nozzles. 3-bore design. If you guys can see inside the nozzle. 3-bore, 1 for bass, 1 for mid, 1 for highs. I have never cared about nozzles, but they are nice. It changes the sound quality, but I don't give a damn. The stock nozzle is the nozzle I always listen to. I do not care about what it could have been with something else. I don't give a damn. These are metal, pure metal. Everything is build quality is fantastic. The nozzle is slightly on the shallower side. It could have been more deeper. If you guys will see, the nozzle is on the shallower side. Both these earphones are triple bow design. That's nice to know. The 10 has a 5-way crossover with 2 for sub bass, 2 for bass, 2 for mid, 2 for upper mid, 2 for highs. Then this one has the 9 has 4-way crossover. I do not want to go into the depth of that, but it has 1 treble driver, super tweeter or whatever it is. I do not care about that. But these two sound very similar. very similar when they are driven out of 3.5 mm single-ended sources. But when switched to the balanced cables, the X slightly outperforms the 9. The 10 slightly outperforms the 9 when it comes to the amount of air between instrument at the treble region. But when driven out of single-ended sources, single-ended stock single-ended cable, they sound very similar. Now the basic difference between these two is the 9 has slightly more bass presence. The 9 sounds slightly bassy, not as balanced as the 10, which sounds borderline balanced. The bass is slightly more defined, slightly more resolving details. Mids are very similar as they have the equal number of drivers for mid-range. I do not see the mid-range tuning has taken a hit. But when it comes to the treble, the X is far better than the 9. The X does not have the clumsy feeling to it which the 9 can convey at times. It has better air, better separation, better treble energy, and the depth is, oh man, fantastic depth. Now when comparing it with the EM5H, I do not see a huge difference between these three when they are driven out of the 3.5 mm single-ended sources. They are far or less similar. They do not sound very different. Not twice better than the EM5H. EM5H does not have that amount of transparency which the X and IX can convey CTM top end drivers, but the EM5H is not far behind. It does not have the resolution or the definition, but it does very well for $600. When switched to balanced, things are very different. I would say that the price is more justified when going with the 2.5 mm balanced source. Yes, I feel that $2,400 is slightly on the higher side, but man, the difference is felt when you switch to the balanced cables. I do not think that it's a common man's earphone. $24 on a $2,400 in a earphone is like much more like buying a BMW X6, if not anything less than that. These are two of the most expensive earphones, universal earphones to be precise. And one of my friend asked me if the price to performance ratio is better than Andromeda, one of the most famous 5-driver earphone. Let me put it clear that the EM5H is very, very close to the Andromeda, slightly better than the Andromeda when it comes to treble airing and naturality, and the CTM DaVinci X is, yes, twice better than the Andromeda, if not anything else. I'll say the price is, yeah, on the higher side, but then come on, have a listen to it, and you will realize that why it's priced at that hefty point. The stage size of these two earphones is not very big, not huge, but the amount of resolution and definition, layering and separation is what makes them special. They are very good earphones. I do not I cannot say that they justify the prices, but if you want a top notch earphone, spending $2,400 will get you one of the best earphones, one of the best universal earphones in the market. That's it. That's it from me, guys. Have a nice time. Enjoy.